Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Level 10 show, bringing more WWE SuperCard, Undertaker, Ring Domination. I show you how the team got on. There's still 4 odd hours remaining, so if we wanted to get HIDEO Itami, the Elite card, we have given ourselves enough time to get that. But we'll just quickly show you the points breakdown on shards. So Eddie has smashed it again, Sam's there, Scott, myself, Dan, Edward, Dingo, Nikki, Lindsay and Tom. So we're going very well there. Got the cards done nice and easy, no trouble, nice pace. Searching for a King of the Ring at the moment. Team Battleground, and I will show you the updated leaderboards. We have dropped from 5th place down to, I think we're about 40th now. Yeah, 39. Last Team Battleground, we missed out on about 3k points due to not everyone being able to play, so that's unfortunate. But leaderboards now, there's probably not much point going for it. It would have been nice to clinch 3rd place and challenge for that, but there's going to be no rewards for this Team Battleground at leaderboard, so you know, we're not too bothered about dropping. So let's get into it, finish these last 3 attacks. We're going for another 15k win. Try and catch up on a couple of teams above. I think we've got a new Team Battleground plan, which will involve the team having weekends off, so we only do 2 Team Battlegrounds a week, which will be on the Monday for team events and on the Thursday for solo events. So that could be a nice little break on the weekend, so we'll see how that goes. But we are not going for leaderboards now. It's just a case of enjoy your weekends off and play when you feel like it. But I want to talk to you today about possibly the end of the tier. What does everyone think? Let me know in the comment section below. Love to find out. Personally, I feel the current tier, or we could even say the season 3, is coming to a draw. I want to say the next 2 weeks after this Money in the Bank cycle, I feel a new tier could drop. I would not be surprised, considering there are only about 8 or 9 cards in the tier that have not been used for events. That's, I think, Triple H from the male department. It's Rich Swann, Triple H, Seth Rollins. Who else am I missing? John Cena and Rusev. So I think that's the 5 males, and then the females, I can't see them giving them out for team events, especially now that they've just completely changed Team Battleground rewards with no attempt to get a female. So that is unfortunate, but as I said, the tier looks like it's coming to an end. Maybe in the next 2 weeks after this Money in the Bank cycle, we will see a new tier drop or the start of a new season, so that could be interesting. I want to run by everyone what I feel could be a very good additions to the new tier / season. So here we go. I feel that the events are a bit stale, having constant Team Ring Domination and then Team Road to Glory, and then having vice versa for the events. I feel that's a bit stale and limited. What I would like to see is, say for team events, Team RD for example, now with Undertaker, you can have a selection of up to 2 cards which you want to compete for. So WrestleMania 33 Undertaker would be one, and the second one could be Rusev. So you pick which card you want to go for, but you can only get one of the WrestleMania 33 cards. For solo events, the same thing. Maybe how PCCs work with rewards, you get to choose which card you want to go for. So for Ring Domination, you can challenge for, let's just go with the most recent one with Jinder Mahal. You could challenge for Jinder Mahal, or you could challenge on the other WrestleMania 33 event card. That's completely up to you. That's what I feel could be a very good addition to the tier. That way you're not limited in regards to everyone having the same cards. One could be better than the other. I just feel that's something that could work out. Probably won't get featured, but at this stage I'm just like putting it out there what could be a good shout. So hopefully something like that could be featured into the game. Obviously we need a new game mode for solo events, because events are just getting very repetitive with RD, Road to Glory, RD, Road to Glory. So I feel like they should add a third obstacle for events. That could be very interesting, but we'll have to wait and see. What would they do with that? We don't know, but something along the lines of maybe like a marathon mode, which you just keep constantly playing and playing and playing until you get a set score or the time runs out. Once the event would end, you'd get tallied up into categories and you would get base rewards on that. Maybe that could be a good addition. I know NHL have a version of that in their game, so maybe something like that, copy and paste, could be a good idea going forward. But our attacks are done, so it's just waiting for everyone else. So that is done. We'll just work a little bit more on Money in the Bank. Next event card coming up this week. I'm going to run a couple situations or scenarios on what I feel could be the event card. So I'm going to put a really wild one out there and say Alicia Fox could be the event card. It's a little bit out there, but it's something different. Maybe Goldust could have a card. I'm sure a lot of people would be very disappointed if he got one, but him having a brand new card with a Aleister Black design similar, just all gold in the background, that could be something interesting. What else? Maybe Seth Rollins, he's been talked about. The obvious one, or the most safest bet, would be Samoa Joe for the event card. Toughness and charisma. Let's go with you. Yeah, so Samoa Joe could be the safest bet, but I'm just putting a few gambles out there that could be interesting or intriguing to potentially have. Next Money in the Bank cards, we'll have to wait and see for those. There'll be probably Extreme Rules. I don't think they'll mix Backlash in with that, so if it's Extreme Rules, then you're probably thinking Samoa Joe again, but he will most likely get a event card for WrestleMania 33 tier, which would be pretty cool. Let's just go power and speed. Probably lose that, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we'll just have to wait and see regarding that, but I definitely do feel that the tier is coming towards its end within the next 2 weeks after this Money in the Bank cycle. But we will have to wait and see. Fingers crossed it is relatively soon, because I know a lot of people are getting very bored of this stale tier. It's the same with every tier. You get to the last couple of weeks and everyone's just lost enthusiasm. That's the main reason why I did not go for Jinder Mahal, mainly because I didn't need him as desperate as other people did. My deck is already WrestleMania 33 plus in every department, so missing out on one event card didn't bother me too much. Ty Dillinger Pro for me would not have made my deck, so I think we'll lose this one here in this speed charisma. We may be alright. But yeah, I mean, missing Jinder ain't massive, is not a massive loss for my deck. But yeah, I think my opinion would be, I think Seth or maybe Finn Balor. Anyone that was in the Fatal 5-Way is definitely in with a shout, especially if they want to go by the idea of running Joe in Money in the Bank for the next cycle. But we'll have to wait and see. So we're getting closer to Bliss. I think we're about 13k away from being able to claim the Pro. What I think I'm going to do is, with the lurk of a new tier dropping, I think I'm just going to save my contracts, because female department I'm looking pretty good, although I don't have a compatible tag. That is not a massive loss for me, as I am not frequently doing King of the Rings at the minute. So I think what I'm going to do is save up to 50k, and just work towards getting 100k and be able to double claim for the next tier rewards, I feel that could be a very good shout. And if anyone else is in a similar predicament as me in regards to they've not claimed anyone yet but they're working towards getting a pro, I would say hold off and save them for the next Money in the Bank cycle or potentially the next tier. But that's just me. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today on the Level 10 show. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. If you've got any pulls, anyone was a pro feud during the undercard, let me know. I'd love to find out. And I'll take you A-listers next time on the Level 10 show. Take care.